bell icon for further notifications and like, share and subscribe to the channel. New Zealand lead by 143 runs with one wicket in hand at the end of the second day in Mumbai. While it might seem like a very decent lead against India because the pitch is turning square, you might never predict what may happen in this test match. But one thing is for sure, the Indian batting against spin has left to be much desired. India started the day at 8-6 for 4, and in the first hour they dominated the New Zealand bowling thanks to some outstanding batting from both Rishabh Pant and Shubhman Gill. Both Gill and Pant took the attack to the New Zealand bowlers. Rishabh Pant especially smashed the bowling to all parts. He was exceptionally dominant against the New Zealand spin bowling of Ijaz Patel, Glenn Phillips. Pant brought up his 50 of only 35 balls. It was the fastest 50 ever scored in Test cricket by an Indian against New Zealand. One of the most impressive things about Pant's batting was his use of feet against the spin bowling. In the 90s, when India batted against spin bowling, the likes of Navjot Singh Sidhu, Sachin Tendulkar would downs down the track and hit the spinners to all parts. That kind of approach against spin has kind of disappeared in this generation. Most of the Indian batsmen of today, they tend to play spin from their crease, and on turning tracks, that has often led to their demise. None so better than Virat Kohli, who always tends to play the spinners from the crease. But Pant and Gill took the momentum and smashed the New Zealand bowlers to all parts. While they were batting, they scored quickly, and the Indians looked as if they were going to close in on that New Zealand total very well before lunch. But the kind of batting that Pant and Gill were putting in, it was very high risk and very high reward. And New Zealand, who are a very good side, who pride themselves on their fieldings, dropped to very easy catches today. 9 times out of 10, they would take those catches. They dropped both Gill and Pant in the very first session itself. And they were relatively easy catches. Mark Chapman dropped a sitter of Shubman Gill, and Rishabh Pant was dropped by Matt Henry of a full toss. In Pant's case, it didn't prove to be much because he was dismissed very soon after. Yeah, hi. If you like the content, please like and share and subscribe to the channel. It's about the Indian cricket match today. India, they are leading by 143 runs, New Zealand are, and we are on the brink of a series defeat. Can we save that? No, I'm not speaking on Indian history. Unfortunately not. Yeah, no one cares. Unfortunately, some people do care. People who are interested in cricket do care about what's happening. Indian cricket is slowly but surely going down the drain as far as Test cricket is concerned. New Zealand, who have never beaten us at home, they're dominating us. We all care every Indian cards. Okay, we are talking about cricket, not cards here. Once again, India are in a dangerous proposition right now. Even though New Zealand are leading with 143 runs on that pitch, 143 runs seems to be quite a lot because the ball is turning and it's turning square. And the New Zealand batters found it excessively difficult to bat in the second innings. No one appeared to be in, except for Will Young, who has batted remarkably well this series. He brought up his second 50 of the match, and it was again some very good batting. But Jadeja and Ashwin, who have been relatively poor throughout the tournament, bowled decently in this test match rather. Jadeja especially, not so much Ashwin. Jadeja bowled nicely. But again, India are in a very precarious situation. Even 143 runs on that track would be a difficult task. Would be a difficult task because of our ability to play spin bowling. What about the people who do not have a phone or a laptop or a TV? That's up to them, bro. If you have to, if you're a fan of cricket, you will find a way to watch cricket. If you not, unfortunately, if you do not have a TV or a laptop, then you suit yourself. Let's get back to what we're talking about. Both Rishabh and Shubhman played very well in the first innings, in the first session rather. But Rishabh again threw his wicket away. He was playing so well. India could have easily got a lead of another 50 or 60 runs, which could have been very crucial on that wicket. Once again, the decision to send in Washington Sundar so far down the order kind of backfired because he batted so well. He was unbeaten on 38. Well, all the other wickets were dismissed. Why not bat Washington ahead of Jadeja? If your intention was to have a left and right hand combination, who on earth brought Siraj in to bat last night as the night watchman? Why not send in Washington Sundar? He could have protected Virat Kohli. Now today, when Rishabh got out, you brought in Jadeja and you put Sarfaraz further down the order. Sarfaraz, who is known for playing spin very well, you pushed him further down the order. That kind of messed up his confidence a little bit. And when he came into bat, he was coming into bat at number 8, which isn't a good thing for a young cricketer. It's something that he is not sure. His confidence is shaken, and that appeared in his batting. He was dismissed for a 5-ball duck. So much shuffling in the position of the batting order. If you want to shuffle, why not shuffle the position of Virat, batting down the order? Place some left-arm batter ahead of him. If Washington Sundar, who was playing Ranji Trophy cricket few days back, batted up the order, then you'd have a better chance. Sorry for the disruption right there. Some outside noise coming. Yeah. If Washington had batted up the order, he batted so well in the Ranji Trophy match as well, India could have dominated. India could have added another 20 runs. 27 runs lead was also crucial because on that pitch every single run matters. And India were playing really well. Even after conceding, even taking a lead of 27 runs, Akashdeep bowled a beauty to get rid of Tom Latham. And then the Indian spinners got back in India into the match, especially Jadeja and Ashwin. Ashwin has been relatively poor throughout the series. His confidence has been shaken, and New Zealand have played him really well. They have used their footwork against him, have not allowed him to settle. Whenever they had a chance, they swept him and reverse swept him. But the pitch this time at Mumbai was aiding the spinners. And Ashwin and Jadeja, who have bowled so well for India in the last decade, once again got India back into the match. So it was a good moment for Team India to finally pick up some much needed wickets, because if India hadn't picked up those wickets, they are pretty much staring down the barrel right now. But Rohit Sharma's captaincy was also pretty average, because at the end, when every run you score kind of matters, you allowed Ijaz Patel and Matt Henry to score 2 sixes, one of Ashwin, one of Jadeja. When you know that the tailenders are only going to slog, why not tell your bowlers not to flight the ball and just bowl it back of a length? That's how Jadeja got Henry out in the last over of the day. But those extra 14 or 15 runs, that might prove to be extremely crucial in a low scoring game. Remember, it was here in Mumbai that India defended 105 runs against Australia. And I think they bowled them out for 90 or something, 90 runs, if I'm not mistaken. So on that same pitch, where it is turning square. 140 is a lot of runs, 143. And if somehow the Kiwis manage to put on another 50 or 20, 15 or 20 runs, then they have to be the favorites to win the match. And India are facing a precarious situation right there. They are on the brink of being whitewashed at home. If New Zealand win tomorrow, they would win the series 3-love. It hasn't happened in India in quite some time. Lot in the last 20 years have they lost 3 consecutive test matches at home. New Zealand themselves have never done it in India, and India haven't played this poorly in their home conditions in quite a long time. And one more defeat means that they are in all probability out of the World Test Championship finals. Qualifying in the World Test Championship finals at this very moment seems to be very difficult because India needs to win 4 out of the remaining 5 matches and not depend on others to qualify. And of those 5 matches, 4 are in Australia. And going by the form of the Indian batsmen, it is going to be a difficult task to win so many matches in Australia. You have to concede that Australia are the favorites and they have lost their last 2 series series versus India in Australia, which doesn't happen ever. So they are bound to come at India very hard. And if Australia are to win, say 2-1 or 3-1, the chances of India qualifying for the World Test Championship finals basically end. South Africa just destroyed Bangladesh 2-0 in the 2-test series, and they have some tests against Sri Lanka and Pakistan coming at home. They will be the favorites over there. So South Africa have a great chance to qualify for the World Test Championship finals. And obviously Australia are also on top. They play India in Australia, 5 home tests. They are expected to win. They are expected to qualify for the World Test Championship finals once again. India, by this poor display against New Zealand, have actually batted themselves out of the World Test Championship finals. What do you guys think? Do India have a chance? For anyone who is watching, please care to add a comment. What do you think are India's chances, if they have any, of winning the match tomorrow or qualifying for the World Test Championship finals? Because, after all, cricket is a great leveler. At one point of time, the likes of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma are dominating world cricket, not so long back. And now it seems like they aren't able to get a few runs as well. For Kohli, the bad patch in Test cricket has lasted for almost 4 years. 4 years is a long span of time. And it's not going, he's not being able to score runs at home. One only wonders what will happen when this team goes to Australia. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to the channel.